We have been absolutely killing it on the stock market, especially in the last few days. Make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area before you take on any investing. Investing carries risk. I want to show you some heat right now. We jumped into a Robinhood call option, which I walked the family through step by step, whether they've been in the market for 20 years or they're an absolute beginner who never even touched the stock. We got over $600 on that. We jumped into a Uber play. We got over $140 on that. We got into a SPY play. We got over $200 on that. And then we jumped into an NVIDIA one, got over $160 on that. This is 4 for 4, back to back to back to back. I walked the family through it step by step, and I got some amazing comments from it. And I wanted to share with you just to show you that everyday people who believe in themselves, who get into the right circles, can achieve what they need to. These I felt were beautiful, and I want to start off with one from Monica, and she said, "This community is amazing, so worth the investment plus more." She said, "I've been on a winning streak and finally a profitable trader, KGU." Family, that is what I'm talking about. Put a heart in the chat for Monica to show her that the people who hear this, that needed to hear this, they right there and they receive it. Family, you are gonna be on a winning streak if you believe in yourself and do what you're supposed to do. I don't care how much money you lost on the market. I don't care how many times you got stopped out or didn't use a stop loss. I don't care what. We're gonna do what we need to do so we could get where we supposed to go. And then I got another one, family. I got another one. Throw the hearts in the chat to show them some love. So when they see this, they know that we are walking in lockstep and we have solidarity. This is from Christy, and she says something that really spoke to me. She said, "Today, I sold $20,000 of APLD, which is a play that we all got in together, and then NVIDIA, and 25,000 of the crypto." And she said she will officially pay off her mortgage. "Thanks, Keenan Grace. You helped me make it possible." Family, I'm telling you this right now. Put a heart in the chat for Christy. Put a heart in the chat for Monica. I want to see them flood in so we could show them some love. This is what it's all about. It's about that financial freedom and getting where you're supposed to get. And I got some stocks that I want to show you that are pulling back that I'm looking to play going forward so I can hear more stories like this every time that is possible. The first stock is Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. At this time of this recording, it's currently $172. It's basically up 11% on a month, but it's falling on the day. They got some news that said that Palantir stock drops on a report of very high risk to the military, and they're saying there's security flaws in their army system. So this is a bad news press fluff piece coming out that they're saying to push the stock down. We might not even see this officially come out from the military, but we are seeing it come out from these news broadcasting institutions. We know that the Wall Street heads are behind all of these things, and they really want to get in at a low price. So we see the game and they think we don't, but we know what time it is. That's why I break it down for you so simple. And I want to give a shout out, major shout out to your boy Chris Sane and Larry Jones. Why? Because we are doing a masterclass and the seats are filling up like crazy. This is on October 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Pacific. I look forward to seeing you there. You do not want to miss this one. And you will get a recording if you secure your spot, if it's open, before the masterclass happens. I can't wait to see you there, family. The link is in the top of the description. Yo, we about to turn it all the way up. I'm also going to pin the link in the comments. And let's get right over to Palantir. But I want to see those hearts in the chat, and I want to see you in that masterclass, family, because I do not want you to miss this one. Palantir Technologies, I'm looking to play this one around the $160 level, potentially $164. I look at the charts. I often tell you, when you study the charts and you see the patterns, this is when you can learn, oh, this is how Wall Street is moving. This is how the everyday investors are moving. And then when you put those things together, that's when you have that magic. And you can see, when I see a price I like, I strike, and boom, we make magic just like that. So I see the supply zone all the way at the top and the demand zone at the bottom, as if I'm looking at just numbers on the scoreboard, and I'm just saying, yep, that's it, that's it, that's it. And this is how I'm looking to play it. And then I often tell you, when you see the stock coming down, but the business things are going up. Whenever we talking about business, we really talking about money. And they just said that Palantir breaks $1 billion in revenue, and this is a milestone. And is this just the beginning? Family, so wait, the military is telling you this and that, but Wall Street is behind all of these news articles that's coming out about it. We haven't seen anything official being sent to the public from the military. That's interesting, right? That's that fluff piece that I tell you about, that they try to scare you out of certain things. But you got to understand how to trade and be around the right groups of people and have them in your circle, so you know, hey, this company might have taken a hit, but this is where we could assess and see if we should play it up, or see if it's breaking those supply zones and those demand zones, and if we should play it down. Check this out. The Bank of America and 2 other institutions, including UBS, gave it price targets of either $165 or $215 a share. Does that sound like institutions who really believe that it's going down? In the news, they telling you that they're gonna push it down, but in their analyst ratings, they're telling you that on the sneak, they trying to make it go up. And this is why over here, when you look at this orange line, you'll see that the estimates of what they're gonna earn is going higher and higher, from about 900 million to about 1.1 billion in a single quarter. And then the blue line above it, they've been beating those estimates again and again and again. Now, let's be clear. When you look at fundamental metrics, I'm talking about PE ratio. I'm talking about future PE ratio for my people at home. That means price to earnings ratio. I'm not going to get into the details right now. I'll encourage you to look into it. But this is how you compare a stock to another stock, the fundamentals of a company to another company. And when you look at it, they might call it overvalued, meaning it's expensive right now. You should wait for it to drop. But that's how we trade. We wait for it to drop. We look for the opportunities that others don't see. And I'm speaking to you like this because I believe in you. And I'm trying to tell you that you can understand Wall Street too. It does not have to be mysterious. It does not have to be something that you can't access because you don't understand all of the words. Get in the right circles and watch everything change. Invest into yourself and watch everything change. Believe in yourself and watch everything change. I invested into myself and I'm investing into you by making this video and future videos every single day. Why? So that you can understand that Wall Street is for all of us, family, and we can make all of the money that we want when we ready to do what we supposed to do. I got another stock that I'm looking at that's coming down, and this one is HIMS, ticker symbol HIMS. It's Hims and Hers Health, and it's $54, but I like this one when it drop even more, closer to the $40 range, where everybody's stop losses is right down there, especially if I could get it in the 30s. But we wait. Like I said, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Those are the 5 P's. We wait for the right time, and then we see it, and then we strike, and then that's how we get paid. Like I showed you, me and the family in the beginning of this video. The stock is coming down, but the business, aka the money and the revenue, is going up. Let's go back to the charts, the financial estimates, aka the revenue. The orange line is showing us they were going to go from 470 million all the way on the left to all the way on the right to $629 million in a quarter. And some of these quarters, they've been making more than they expected. Why is that important? Because this company is making more money and more money and more money going forward, because people are tired of going into the doctor's office and being treated like a number. And they say, you know what, rather than going over there and being disregarded in person, then what they want to do sometimes is be discreet and handle their health care, some of it at least at home. And Hims and Hers is kind of opening up doors for that. So then I can see the future leading towards that, especially with artificial intelligence stepping in the way it is. And then I look at the balance sheet of Hims and Hers, meaning how many assets do they have and money do they have versus how much debt do they have. And I can see that both of them are getting higher and higher and higher, meaning that they're taking on more debt so they could get more assets, and the assets, they're actually able to grow it. So this is looking like they are investing into the company hand over fist. And then I look at the insiders, the people who are in the company, the executives, and the people who are at the top. And what are they doing? They're buying it mostly. 7 of them are selling it. The other 14 are buying it. Why would people on the inside buy it? Because they could see it going up from here. And they know stuff that we don't know. But then that's the stock stuff. We cannot forget about crypto. If you've been rolling with me, that means you very likely been loading up on a crypto at the bottom of the last month. I've been sending out huge buy alerts. Family, I'm buying 15,000 of this. Family, I'm buying 20,000 of that. And I've even been buying a few $100s, because it don't always got to be 10,000 and 20,000 and 50,000. These things scale up to people who got bigger pockets, and it scales down to people who don't have bigger pockets yet. And I'm speaking that into you. You don't have it yet, but you're going to get there because you're infusing yourself into the right circles. I've been sending out these alerts to show everybody, oh yeah, Ethereum came down. This is where I will buy it. And then people choose to buy it as well if they want. I say this Bitcoin is coming down, or whatever other cryptocurrency, they choose to buy it. And look, we getting paid hand over fist in stocks and crypto. Shout out to all of us, family. And in my opinion, Ethereum has now hit a level where I'm looking to potentially dollar cost average even $10 a day into it every single day. I'll let the family know if I go about doing that. I'm already opening myself up to dollar cost averaging into many things, which I let everybody know bright and early. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. The masterclass is going to be linked to the very top. I'm encouraging you to answer the knock of opportunity. It's right at your door. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Links is in the top of the description, and take care.